What's up, Facebook? Coming at you today. Wanted to touch on a couple different things today. The top 10 key fat loss commandments and why they're critically important to your success. And by just doing any of these 10, you'll have great, lasting results, and that's ultimately what we want. And on top of that, coming up with a game plan, strategy, and a lifestyle that's going to suit and allow this consistency to happen. So, number one, eat real food. Surprise, that's a shocker, right? Let's try and eat on the outskirts of the grocery store, right? Shop at farmers markets. Source out your protein sources. I recently posted something on Dumas meats. I'm a big fan of Dumas, and they have pretty good source foods. So we go to farmers markets. We know that eating real foods ultimately going to produce life inside you. And if the foods that you eat, if they were once living, so like plant sources, they weren't once living and you eat them relatively after, they're going to give you the life source of that. So this is really a critical piece. So eat real food, pretty simple. Avoid the over-processed food and environment that we live in these days. Number two, okay, stop when you're 80% full. That's another no-brainer, right? Don't feel stuffed. Usually if you are stuffed and you've overeaten, in general, most calories for most people are going to fall between 300 and 600 calories, meaning women to men, and somewhere in the sorts. When we're having like 1,000 calories of food in one meal or something, not necessarily going to ultimately work toward your advantage unless you are purposefully going after that. So stop when you're 80% full. Don't get overstuffed. You'll feel a lot better 20 minutes after you're done with your meal. You'll feel content and sustained rather than processing food forever. Number three is be mindful and love what you eat. Okay. When I'm working with clients, when I'm working with myself, I want to enjoy the foods that I'm putting into my body. And to the extent of that, knowing that when I eat something that I might desire, so something like some candy or something like that, or a treat that you come across in the at work or whatever, what'll happen is that you'll be all excited to have that little like cupcake or cake or whatever it is, and then afterwards you regret your decision to even eat it. You feel bad about it, and you ultimately kind of dislike yourself, disservice yourself for actually eating that food. So be mindful, love what you eat, enjoy the foods that you make on a regular, on the regular. Thanks. What's up, everybody joining in? I'll get some questions here at the end if you're interested in asking something, but we're going to keep moving on. Number four, this is where this guy comes into play. So work out less, move more. And what I mean by that is create intentionality in your movement for the day. The 10K steps a day is critical to your success of just getting the body moving. If you're under 10K a day, that's just a general recommendation that all the societies have kind of agreed upon as being important. So when we can get just general movement, I know that for me, this is just me, okay, this doesn't have to relate to you. I have my Fitbit set at 17,000 right now. And my goal is to get that. There we go. Yeah, the Fitbit's awesome, man. That's awesome. So I have it right now. Mine's set at 17,000 for me personally. In the summer, I'm going to bump that up to like 22, 23,000. And that's just how much I move in throughout the day. So having life with 4 kids is pretty active. and they keep you running amongst trying to keep up with my clients and everything. All right, so that is move more, work out less, and create intentionality behind your day. Number 5, build muscle, banish long cardio. We know time and again that doing long steady state cardio can ultimately burn up your muscle, and not necessarily body fat. We know that building muscle and getting some weight training in will actually help allow you to build strong muscle that tones the body, that burns fat while you sleep and while you're sitting around doing nothing. Okay? Thank you, Sarah. Building muscle, getting in some weight training, resistance training is going to be the key. So even if that's right, Jeff knows about building muscle. Even if you just start off, you haven't been doing any type of exercise, start off with some body weight circuits. Super duper simple one I start everybody off with is 10 minutes, 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 sit-ups, and do as many rounds of that as you can. You might be shocked at the first time you do it, but afterwards, we get some momentum going. You're like, all right, man, I only got through 3 rounds that first time. Those push-ups were really hard. But then next thing you know, you're getting 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 rounds, and you're really moving somewhere. So 5 and then 6, okay? So 6, what we've got there is set up an environment to win. Set yourself up for success so that we know that if your day's busy, like mine is, like everybody else is, work out in the morning. Work out before things get going, before your day gets started. Don't wait for it to have to do it in the evening or something, okay? Purposely schedule time in for you to move. That's critically important to having a successful environment around you. And set yourself up around people who like to move and like to kind of seek out their health, their fitness. So it's one of the things that the I Love Macros group is all about, is support, encouragement, and creating a great place for you to come in, learn something, ask some questions, and be a part of a cool group. And that's only cool people are allowed in there. So if you're cool and you're not in there, join the I Love Macros group. I'll be happy to have you. So number 7, so it's 5 and 2. We want to strive for progress and not perfection. All right, this is something very, very hard for people to swallow. And something I'm going to talk a lot more. I came across a video that really talked about the gap, falling into this gap, and what we always have is like perfection, idealism, who I want to be, the perfect me. Well, none of us are perfect, and so lemon water. None of us are perfect, so we want to really get a good evaluation of where we're at now and measure backwards. Where did we come from? Are you making steps? I always ask people, clients, hey, okay, we started Monday, by Friday things have to be different. Are they different? If they are, then we're making progress, we're doing well, and you should be happy and grateful for that. What's up, Tanya? Number 8, so this is 4 and 4. All right, number 8 is be consistent. Once we set up some of these things, an environment, you're moving a lot, you're eating real food, you have to be consistent on it. If you're not consistent, then guess what? You have nothing to measure off of, pivot off of, and move from. So we have to be consistent. Tanya knows all about that, the consistency, showing up at the gym, getting the food in, working out, and then being able to pivot off of that. And so that's something that Tanya and I talk about a lot every Sunday, is where's she going, what have we been up to, where are we headed next, and how to be very consistent with her actions, whether it's exercise, food, intentions, your daily setup, how you want to be successful. Number 9, so 5-4, keep learning. That's something that I do. You can't even imagine the amount of podcasts I listen to, the books I read, the articles I read. I'm constantly learning new information. And this helps me to be able to create better strategies for myself, whether it is centered around exercise and nutrition, or even just lifestyle or productivity, or just being a better father, being a better husband to my wife. I love you, Amber. And so number 9, keep learning, okay? And we can always, old dogs can learn new tricks, okay? Hello, Wanda. Good day. Now my last up, 10 is going to be grateful, okay? Be grateful and happy. We know that the mind only focuses on positive and negative, or negative. It's not both. You can't multitask there. So we're either focused on positive things or negative things. And I think all of us understand what negativity can do to us and how it can bring us down, demotivate us, kind of get us to pull back, even kind of seclude ourselves. But when we're grateful and we're positive and we're showing thanks for different things, then that is tremendous. I try and journal daily. Sometimes I'm better at it than others, but one of the questions I ask myself in the evenings, and I even, one powerful strategy I did was I took my Fitbit and I have silent alarms. And so I have one at 8, 10, 12, and 2, and then I ran out of alarms. But one of the things I do have an alarm every 2 to 4 hours or so, and I kind of check in with myself. It kind of discreetly vibrates and gives me allows me to check in with what am I thinking, where am I at, and it's a good pattern interrupt if I start going down one of those negative rabbit holes or whatever, and so we don't want to do that on any level at all. So last up, and probably most important, be grateful, be happy, live, love, and experience life to its fullest. So those are my 10, and I hope you enjoyed it. And comment below, and I'm going to keep doing some of these Facebook things. I like them. I think they add a lot of value. So if there's anything that you want me to talk about or you're interested in learning more about, then I can definitely dive in there. So comment below, and I will get to those next. So, all right, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and going into the weekend. Peace.